Hi everyone, it's the EnglishSimmer here, and I've been a little bit busy recently. I have been out in the world touching grass, I guess you could say. But you know what? Where else I absolutely love to touch grass? In Life is Strange games. Whilst I was away, oh my word, they announced a new Life is Strange game. I cannot believe it. I was absolutely floored when I got on social media and saw that they had released a brand new trailer for a brand new game. This is a follow-on from the original Life is Strange with Max Caulfield. It's called Life is Strange Double Exposure. Fairly sure it's coming out in the fall, like October time, but don't quote me on that because I have only seen this trailer once. That was over on TikTok, and then I was like, right, I don't want to do like a deep dive into it. I don't want to watch it like multiple times over. I want to film like my full reaction and deep dive into it with you lot because you know that I adore Life is Strange. I would be wearing merch right now if I had it to hand, but unfortunately I don't. So let's check out this trailer together for a new Life is Strange game. I feel sick. Now I am gonna play music. I don't know if this is gonna get like copyright flagged or what, but you know what? I'm gonna have to be experiencing the game without music. I'm hoping that they do like a streamer friendly version where they get like non-copyright music actually within the game. I can't personally see that happening, so we will probably be hearing all the breaths and all the squeaks, and it will be ridiculously awkward. And I have to suffer through that my first time playing. I have had to do it with every Life is Strange game, so I was like, at least the trailer, I'm gonna get the full experience. You can't stop me. Violence, mild blood, suggestive themes. Okay, so apparently, I feel like we should just watch it like all the way through, but someone has said that Jefferson's like animal was an owl, and now I'm scared about that. I hope that's not true. I hope this isn't signifying anything.
I'd never use my power again.
It's so good to hear Max's voice. We're gonna watch it all the way through, and then we're gonna go back and we're gonna like divest and like see what's going on. Divest? Why did I say that word? It's made by Deck9, so I don't think Don't Nod are playing any role in it this time around. Obviously, unfortunately, Max looks so good. People really aren't like fucking with the way that Max looks. I think she looks great. I absolutely love her character design. I do think this is gonna be really, really interesting. So Safi has passed away. The award-winning Life is Strange. I know that's right. Put some respect on Life is Strange name. Max is hot now. Honestly, that was my first thought. I'm sorry for simping for Max Caulfield. I never thought that that would happen. So we have a parallel timeline situation. Safi is dead in one like timeline and then is alive in another, and Max kind of like switches between the two. I have heard confirmation that there's not going to be like time rewind, so her powers this time around are going to be like shifting between like two parallel universes, timelines, etc., and kind of figuring out what happened to Safi and trying to like fix it, I guess.
Across two timelines.
The new Max Caulfield adventure, Life is Strange Double Exposure, October 29th. Okay, so I was correct on the date. I think with the ultimate version, like the highest version that you can order, it is like £75, which is ridiculous for a digital game. All you get is like extra DLC content, but I think it releases like 2 weeks early. Am I tempted? Yes. Do I want to pay £75 for it? Because like it's one of my favorite franchises? Not really. I would pay 75 for like an ultimate collection that came with like a vinyl. I will never forgive myself for missing out on the Life is Strange original soundtrack on vinyl. I'm so mad that I didn't pre-order that when I had the chance. I don't know why I didn't do it. It's my biggest like ISO out there in the world, but it's like £300, and I just don't have £300 to spend on a vinyl. final. I do like the setting of it. It looks like it's gonna like predominantly be set throughout winter. It is a kind of giving, oh my god, what is the game called? The one that was set in Alaska with the twins. Tell Me Why. That was a great game. If you haven't played Tell Me Why and you enjoy like Life is Strange and how those kind of games work, definitely go check it out. So I kind of like seeing a little like wintry-esque Max. Apparently, from what I have read, she is a like in-house photographer for a university. She's meant to be around 28 years old at this time. It's set like 10 years after the original Life is Strange, so she's about 28. Swore she'd never use her power again. Obviously, she is out here using her power. But yeah, this owl is scaring me. I've seen discussion of maybe like the parallel timelines kind of being like the choice between Chloe being alive and Chloe not being there, which, spoiler alert for the first game. If you're watching this, I'm fairly sure you've probably seen my gameplay at least of the first game. If you haven't, definitely go check it out. Or play the game yourself, even better, because it's one of my favorite franchises. I have seen others like discussing like, oh, I wish it wasn't just like a murder mystery. I personally don't think it's just going to be a murder mystery. I think we're going to be like finding out about like Max as a character now, like where obviously she has gone since the first game. Obviously she already has like emotional ties to the people around her. So I personally am looking on the bright side of life. I'm being an optimist. Obviously it is revolving around a murder, which is similar to True Colors, but I absolutely adore True Colors. So I personally don't really have like any negative feelings about that, but found my friend's body in the wood. It's kind of like a murder mystery. She's gonna like try and find out what happened by kind of probably investigating and maybe even manipulating these two different timelines. I think she looks really good. I don't know what people are like mad about when it comes to Max's game design. Like, that is Max Caulfield to me. Yes, she's older. Obviously, she's aged 10 years. She just doesn't have the fringe anymore, which I'm glad about. Like, she looks as if she's living in like 2023. She looks modern. She looks current. I am a really big fan of the character design.
I don't know who I can trust.
I want to know who that is. It kind of looks like maybe like the dean of the university. Maybe honestly even like related to Max. It does kind of look like Max a little bit. But I'm thinking more like dean of university. Caledon, is that how you pronounce it? That's the university that she basically works at. She's still in photography. This is a police detective. Why is there always like the police or security guards absolutely on our ass in Life is Strange? Like, I get it. Like, a lot of these games revolve around murder mysteries, but still, like, get off my ass for once. So she's still talking to Max, like trying to get like Max's attention, and then in the other universe is still alive. I'm interested to see how the parallel timelines work, because obviously we kind of got to see it a little bit in Life is Strange, where Max rewound time like far enough back that she kind of entered an alternate timeline. Like, she was on a different timeline where Chloe actually was in a car accident and William survived. It's kind of interesting to see that they played around with that in like one episode of Life is Strange, and then we're like, hey, how can we take this further? Like, how can we develop this a little bit further with Max? And it kind of makes sense. Like, I guess if she hasn't used her power and she said, I'm never using my power again after the death and destruction that she brought to the first game, and she hasn't touched it for like 10 years, she would be feeling pretty dusty. So she probably, as she's grown, her power has grown, and then if she's not been using her power and she doesn't really know like what it's like at the minute, like, she has to brush off the dust a little bit. No wonder it's caused like an alternate timeline situation. Danger stalks are every step in the alternate timeline. Obviously the alternate timeline is like, you've manipulated this, like, this woman is supposed to be dead, why is she not dead?
And only I can investigate both realities.
Hang on. Parallel world?
It's the same as this one, except you're dead.
Can I just say, Hannah Tell smashed it. Like, I'm already loving the way that Max sounds. In the first game, not gonna lie, was a little bit annoyed by Max in a lot of circumstances. Even the way she talked, like, not even what she was saying, because obviously it was like 2013, it was so cringy, it was in the Tumblr era. A lot of people have beef with Life is Strange over that. I honestly think it gets like high school so perfectly, and like the awkwardness of that like phase of life, especially as you've like started a new school or come back to an old school, you know, you're reconnecting with people, you're trying to make friends, but you're also seen as like a bit of a weird kid. Like, there's definitely that awkwardness to it. And I'm interested to see how like Max has developed, like either away from that. A couple of people were like, oh my God, is this Rachel Amber? This has been confirmed basically to not be Rachel Amber. Even though she does look similar, she's got definitely similarities to Rachel. This is like a new original character. The voice actor of this character actually put in their bio, like this was the character that they were going to be playing. Max has upgraded from Polaroids. I know all of you photography nerds out there are going to be really, really happy about this. I'm fairly sure Polaroids will probably still play like a role in it, considering it's like the main icon, you know, of Life is Strange, but she has like actual like digital and like film, I'm assuming, cameras. Like, look, she's already got the Polaroids. I knew they were going to play a role. I knew that they were going to be there. She's also still got the fairy lights. There's a little dog down here. Chloe? 2? Chloe number 2? No, stop it. Don't tell me you named a dog after Chloe. No, no, no. We're not going down that route. I think what will happen is at the beginning of the game, it will either try and get you to link it to your save file, but obviously that was like, what, 10 years ago that we played the original. Some people won't have their save files. So I think it'll just straight up ask you, the way it did in Steph's DLC for True Colors, I think it'll just say, who did you save? Like, did you save Arcadia Bay? Did you save Chloe? Did you choose Bay or Bay? And that's what will determine like the story. Like, I've seen people be like, why isn't Chloe here? Like, where's Chloe? But it makes sense that they wouldn't include Chloe in the trailer, because like half the people might not have chosen to save Chloe, you know? So they're not gonna include something that was kind of up in the air for a lot of players. I think they'll have like a full choice that then determines like what your outcome is and like how Max behaves and like talks about such a thing. So this is clearly like one timeline, and then this is the other timeline, and that's kind of like the shift between it. The new Max Caulfield adventure. Now they did also release like a 20 minutes, like 18-minute footage of like extended gameplay. I don't actually want to like check that out just in today's video. I kind of want to watch that like off screen and then like tweet my thoughts about it or something, because 18 minutes, I can talk. If you didn't know, I can talk about my favorite game franchises for a very, very long time. So if I talk over 18 minutes of gameplay, I feel like you lot are just gonna get annoyed. If you would like to see that maybe in a video, like potentially next week, then let me know, because I'm happy to do it if you lot are like happy to sit through it, but I don't want to do it in like our trailer reaction. But I'm super excited about this. I mean, you all know how much I love this franchise. I literally talk about it at any opportunity that I am able to talk about it. It meant so much to me like the first time I played it, and since then I've played it so many times over, and it was actually really, really cool and really lovely to see loads of you like tag me in the trailer or be like, oh my God, I'm so excited to watch your gameplay, because that means a lot. The fact that that game meant so much to me, and then so many of you are like so up for watching me play like the new one, like you were for True Colors, honestly it just means the world. Like, that makes me feel as if you lot love this game as much as I do, but you also love my reactions to it, and that's something that I find really sick. So thank you all so much for being lovely. I'm excited to see what kind of the collectibles are gonna be. I feel like they could just potentially be like Polaroids again. Definitely interested to play this, so I will be doing a let's play for sure I can guarantee it now. But thank you all so much for tuning in. Leave all of your thoughts and theories down below. Obviously, we don't have like too many spoilers right now. But if you have happened to see anything that does seem like spoilery, because leaks happen, you know, please do not acknowledge them in my comment section. I kind of want to go into this game knowing the least amount possible, because even though I like followed Life is Strange when that was being developed, I still didn't know like the ins and outs, and I think that's what's great about these types of games. I would love to hear all your thoughts about this trailer, how you're feeling about the game so far. I hope it still has all of those like relationships and how Max is developed and things of that nature. I mean, that's what made me love the game originally, was just like all the different like characters and all the multifaceted ways that the characters kind of interacted with each other and all the different storylines. Even though it's a murder mystery, I hope that's not like the only thing that is going on. I don't think it will be. I don't feel personally that any Life is Strange game has felt like that. I appreciate you all so much, and I will speak to you all in my next one. Bye now.